Mobile platforms are changing the advertising industry in a number of different ways, whether it be in the way that we can reach consumers, so we can target with unbelievable precision now. We can sequence the messages that they see. We can reach them at exactly the right moment and exactly the right place and time. So from a targeting perspective, it's really some profound changes. It's really interesting from a creative perspective as well. There's now, we can now think so much more broadly and creatively about the types of content that we can create and the ways in which consumers can engage with that content. So whether it's meant to be something that is watched or something that is interacted with, the possibilities are really endless. I do think that the traditional advertising agency needs to seriously think about putting mobile at the center of the way that it's structured. So whether that means having strategists and creative who are really skilled in mobile as a platform being kind of built into every creative team, or whether that means having formal disciplines across the agency that are focused on mobile. I do think it's important. There seems to be a risk, especially in a more traditional advertising agency, that that mobile and social and really all things digital are still sort of peripheral or almost an afterthought, and that's not how today's consumer thinks. And so if we truly want to create for consumers and prospective customers, then absolutely we need to restructure so that mobile is of paramount importance. Thinking about mobile is something that needs to be done from the very beginning of planning a new creative campaign. While a good advertising campaign always begins with the idea, the channel and thinking about the channels that we have available today can't be too far behind. Otherwise you risk, as I said before, mobile kind of becoming an afterthought and something not really being created natively for it. The creative possibilities on mobile are unlimited, and a fundamental creative idea for an advertising campaign can truly be manifested in mobile in a really interesting and unique way, not simply just, cut for a 4-inch screen. So we can use augmented reality to change the way that people see or interact with content. We can use live to make an event be exciting and a way for consumers to all feel that they're there and be interacting with a brand or a particular event as it is happening. There's just so much that can be done that mobile needs to be thought about from really the very beginning, as soon as an idea is born. The Creative Ambassadors campaign, I think, is really valuable for us for a couple of reasons. First, it allows us to be closer and function more in lockstep with our partners like Facebook. But second, it removes something like mobile as a channel that is relegated to the media buying and planning space, and it's elevated back into the strategy and planning and creative space so that content can truly be made for a mobile environment. If the strategists aren't familiar with what is possible today, if the creatives aren't familiar with what is possible today, you'll ultimately end up with a cut of something that was made for something else for mobile. So I think the Creative Ambassador campaign can not only help us be closer to those partners, but really help to drive better work from the beginning and get better results for our clients. My key takeaway from the Facebook event is that there are so many interesting formats that are available on Facebook for us to design for creatively. They're essentially canvases that I didn't realize existed. And one of the presenters at Facebook actually said that the platform develops and changes so quickly that it's hard for her to keep up with everything that exists or that they're capable of offering. So I think that programs like these are really important so that we can stay in touch with that. As soon as I saw some of these examples and creative formats that they were showing us, I immediately thought about how that could work for our clients, and I came back and I'm talking with our teams about building things differently from the very beginning. So very helpful, and it's something that I'd like to continue to do.